how do we build a highly profitable cleaning business? For the vast majority of us that start businesses, the aim is to really make us a good income as the business owner. But what I find is that many people fall into this trap, particularly in this industry, of setting up a business, getting it to a decent level of revenue, but not earning very much profits at the end of the day. The key reason for that is that they haven't got the key fundamentals of their business in place at the beginning. We don't want to fall in this trap. So in this video today, I'm going to take you through the 4 key fundamentals that you need to get right in your cleaning business to ensure that you grow a large and profitable cleaning business. So let's jump straight into it. The first thing, and perhaps the most important thing, is about pricing. I talk about this a lot on my channel because it is so incredibly important, because it almost doesn't matter if you've got the rest of your business working well, if you've got great cleaners or if you've got a great office manager and all your software and systems set up, because if you don't have your pricing set up in the right way at the beginning, the issue is that you simply will not generate enough profit per clean to be able to invest and grow your business. And importantly, after all your costs have been paid for, you as the business owner will simply just not have very much profit in your pocket at the end of the day. So with regards to pricing, as I said, I have many other videos on my channel talking about this in more depth, but really the key is that you want to price your services based off your labor cost percentage. So what do I mean by that? So the labor cost refers to the amount of money that you would need to pay the cleaners in your company to do a specific job for you. So let's say we had a recurring house cleaning job, and you estimate for the size of the property, for the square footage and for the bathrooms and bedrooms, that you think it would take 4 hours to do a standard clean of that property. So let's say, to keep the maths really simple, let's say you're paying your cleaning staff $15 an hour. So if the job takes 4 hours, 4 times 15 would be $60. So the labor cost for that job would be $60. So the pricing obviously refers to what do we charge the end client. We need to make sure that we're pricing high enough, that we're making enough profit, but then we don't want to price too high that the clients won't book with us. But at the other end of the scale, if we price too low, after we've paid our cleaners, there just won't be enough profit left over in the business. So I talk about pricing based off of 50% labor cost percentage. So take whatever labor cost and double that number to get to the price to charge the client. So with this 4-hour job, if you're paying your cleaners $60, you need to be charging $120 or ideally more. And if we use this pricing model, when we're starting and as we grow the business, it means that we will continue to generate a good amount of profit per cleaning job. And what that means is that with this decent amount of profit, we can reinvest it into marketing. We can get some, sign up for time saving software. We can hire office managers. We can do lots of things, but without the profit after we do the cleaning job, if we don't have enough profit, we can't do these things. And ultimately, we can't grow a larger business and we can't generate a lot of profit for us as the business owner at the end of the day. So pricing off of 50% labor cost is really the starting point. As I said, I've got other videos on my channel where I talk about the pricing in a lot more detail. Just drop me a comment if you want me to link to those as well. So number 1 is pricing. Super important. If you don't get that right, almost all the other bits of your business, it doesn't matter. So number 2 is to focus on recurring clients. So this is maybe slightly controversial. In the cleaning industry, I predominantly talk about, the house cleaning business and how we build house cleaning businesses. There are lots of different clients that would be covered in house cleaning. So you've got your recurring clients, those homeowners that want you to come in every week or every 2 weeks. You've got those people that have maybe just moved into the property. Maybe they're looking for a deep clean or a moving clean. You've got other people that maybe are moving out of the property and they need to get a deep clean on their move out. You've got post-construction cleaning, maybe they've had their house remodeled and they need a deep clean to get rid of all the dust and all the debris and things like that. But point 2 for me is that you want to focus on recurring clients. And again, I say this because I believe that these are the most profitable clients that you can have. If you, for example, have a weekly client, they're in the schedule and you've had the first few cleans done with them, you know that there's not going to be a lot of variability for future cleans. Your cleaners, hopefully you're sending the same cleaning teams to that property. The client will know, will be getting to know the cleaners, they'll be getting to know you, they'll be getting to expect a certain standard of service. And really the uncertainty or the question marks that will happen, for example, after clean 3, clean 4, clean 5 is going to be a lot less. Both the client and from our side, we know what to expect basically and what we need to deliver. And the reason why the recurring clients, I believe, are really where you want to focus to grow a profitable business is because once you get those first few cleans under your belt and once your clients are happy and once your cleaners are happy, there's really not very much management that needs to be done. And I'm thinking about this purely in terms of when you bring in office managers or virtual assistants to run the business for you. It'd be unlikely that you would get very many complaints, very many additions. Really, it should be business as usual. You may get the odd phone call asking for your cleaning teams to arrive 15 minutes earlier than normal. Or maybe you're skipping a cleaning because the client's on vacation. But generally, the job itself isn't going to need very much management. However, if you compare that to one-off cleaning, and I'm talking about deep cleaning, I'm talking about move-out cleaning, I'm talking about post-construction cleaning, because there's no recurring element of these jobs, these are just one-off jobs, every job is really going to be pretty different from every other job. You may turn up to a deep clean and someone's had a huge family gathering, and maybe another deep clean is for people who are moving out of their property. Another deep clean is for post-remodeling cleaning. Every single one of these cleanings will be in different properties. They'll have different clients with different expectations. The cleaners will be going into every single job not really knowing what to expect. And, if you compare 10 recurring jobs, maybe you can get 10 recurring jobs with 2 or 3 recurring clients. And if you compare those 10 to 10 one-off jobs, there's going to be an awful lot more management that is required with these one-off jobs. And more management means more time for your office managers and your VAs to be on the phone, emailing, speaking to cleaners, speaking to clients, dealing with complaints. That's the other thing to note is that if there's more variability and, newer clients, the chance of a complaint happening is going to be far higher than a recurring client who is, say, 3 or 4 cleans down the road. So point 2 is, I believe you want to focus on recurring clients to maximize the profitability of your business, because ultimately these types of clients will require less management. Point 3 is then talking about profitable marketing. How do we grow a profitable cleaning business? Ultimately boils down to how effective and profitable our marketing can be. So I see this mistake made by lots of business owners, particularly early on in their journey, is that they know they need to get clients, they know they need clients to grow their businesses, but the issue is that, if they put, for example, $1,000 into Google Ads and $1,000 into Yelp, $1,000 into Facebook, $1,000 into Bark, they're doing the right thing in terms of trying out these different marketing channels, because you need to try these channels to figure out which is getting you the best results. But the issue then becomes, how are they tracking the performance of these marketing channels? It can't rely on gut feel. You can't, get to the position where you think, yes, this week has felt busier, we've got more phone calls, but you don't know whether those phone calls are coming from Google Ads or whether they're coming from Yelp Ads or whether they're coming from, some email newsletter that you sent out. So we need to run profitable marketing campaigns to allow us to grow a profitable cleaning business. And ultimately, this starts at tracking all your marketing channels very closely. We need to broadly have two things in place. We need to make sure that we're tracking all the online inquiries closely. So, ideally you would use a small, simple lead form on your website. And every time that web form is filled out, that should trigger a conversion in that marketing channel that you're using. So that is one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is to track phone calls from your marketing channels. And this is where the vast majority of people that get in touch with me aren't properly tracking their phone calls. You want to be using specific call tracking software. There's lots of examples if you Google it. CallRail is one, What Converts is another. There's lots of other options out there. But what these call tracking softwares does is that it allows you, if someone comes to your advert from a Google ad and then calls you, it allows you to be able to track where these calls are coming from. So you'll be able to track, okay, this call came from Google ads, this came from Facebook, this came from Yelp. Far too many people early on, particularly in growing their cleaning businesses, aren't able to track where their phone calls are coming from. So that's super important. We need to get all the tracking in place. Once we have the tracking in place, we'll be able to track, if we put $1,000 into Google, how many phone calls did we get this month? How many online inquiries did we get this month? And then you want to take it to the next stage. You want to track how many of those leads actually converted to clients. So in my business, we convert about 1 in 3 leads from lead to client, but typically with the clients I work with, between 20% and 50% close rate is typical. So then, if you are tracking your close rate closely, then you'll be able to say, okay, I spent $1,000 this month, I got 8 clients from Google Ads this month. And you want to get to the position where you can safely say, okay, how many dollars did I put into this marketing channel this month? How many dollars did I get out? And at that stage, you can then answer the question, am I running a profitable marketing channel? Because if you are, you want to keep running with that marketing channel. If you're not, you want to stop it, or at least you want to have a very close eye and keep a close eye on things to see if you are running, losses for the future months, because at some stage you will need to pull plug on that. The final thing I would say is, ideally, when you are doing this, when you're answering this question, whether your marketing channel is profitable or not, you need to be looking at your recurring clients. You need to have a lifetime value number associated with each recurring client. So that lifetime value, again, I talk about this on other videos on my channel, but we want to see and realize, for a typical new recurring client, how long do they stay with us? How much money over their lifetime on average will they generate the business? Because ultimately, when I'm looking at the profitability of all my marketing channels, I'm asking the question, how many recurring clients did we win this month through that channel? What is the lifetime value for each recurring client? Take the number of recurring times the lifetime value, and that is the amount of value that I've got from that marketing channel that month. And then I simply compare that with the ad spend of that marketing channel. So we want to make sure that we are tracking all our marketing channels very closely. We want to see which those are profitable and which aren't. And ultimately, if we are running profitable marketing channels, it means that for every dollar we're putting in, we're getting more than $1 out. We're getting $2 out. We're getting $3 out, $4 out. And if we are running profitable marketing, it will mean that we are growing our cleaning company profitably as well. Point 4, and the final point, is talking about the key driver of growth. So once we get what's called the unit economics right, once we know that we're making money on each cleaning and we're making money on our marketing channels, we then need to make sure that we continue to grow our marketing spend and our marketing budget and grow our recruitment budget as we scale the business. Because this is a very common challenge and problem that I come across, with people that get in touch with me, is that they'll say, I don't know why my cleaning company isn't growing anymore. For the last 6 months, we've been growing really quickly, really nicely. I haven't changed anything. And now our growth rate seems to be coming off. I don't understand why. And 99 times out of 100, it is because their marketing budget has stayed static, or their recruitment budget has stayed static. And the reason ultimately is because as you grow your business, the number of recurring clients that will churn and cancel will naturally grow with time. And that's absolutely fine, because you have a greater number of recurring clients. It is the same case with your recruitment as well. You will get a number of cleaners naturally leaving every month. And again, if the percentages aren't too high, that's not a problem. But to continue to grow your business, you need to grow your marketing budget and grow your recruitment budget at the same time. You want to be pushing on recruitment and marketing at the same time. Don't get to the position where, say, you've got good cleaner capacity, that you hold off on recruitment. You need to continue to push back. You want to really be going 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because you will never get to that position where you have a perfect balance of your client marketing and cleaner recruitment. So once we have these 4 fundamentals in place, we're in a really, really great position. We can then start to throw fuel onto the fire, start putting our foot down in terms of marketing. And in this next video, I'm going to take you through what was the most effective marketing channel in my business as we grew to 4 cities and 7 figures, and that is Google Ads. So in this next video, I'm going to give you a quick intro to how I use Google Ads to really effectively grow my cleaning business. So I hope you found today's video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.